Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Bah. It is the monthly podcast, Money Up in out my car. God.
Nah, nigga, window, kid.
Window doesn't even sound better.
Window sounds so much better.
Trey shot that out the car, so I gotta get low. What are you talking about?
No, because you have to drag the word car. You're doing it. Car. Car is one syllable, but you're making it essentially two.
No, my PTSD started kicking, so I gotta get high. Trey shot the nigga out of my car, so now I gotta get low. Why is that? Trey
Because
shot the
there's
nigga out
two
my
syllables.
window, now I
The
gotta
reason
get
that-
low.
Wait,
That's
the
like
reason-
so many words.
You shot the nigga out the window, so I gotta get low. That fits so much better. It's a two-syllable
I ain't
space.
no city boy because I love my...
Because that's not even like an argument, because window shouldn't be able to fit. It has one extra syllable. If window fits, then car is not enough syllables, unless you drag it out. But anyway, keep going.
Anyways,
They have no idea what we're talking about, but...
it's PTSD. It's by my man Pop Smoke. Go check it out.
Yeah, go check that out, by the way.
Fire.
Just go ahead.
Yeah,
throw in
because
a Pop
listen,
Smoke.
Pop
hat.
Smoke popping, we popping. You feel me? We do what we do.
Welcome to the pod.
Okay, anyways, listen. So what we here for today, B?
So, it's getting more and more ridiculous every day.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt. I gotta interrupt something before I forget. Did you watch that Alpo intro? Intro to his documentary.
No.
It's about to be the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What you mean?
This Alpo documentary about to be spooky, is what I'm saying.
I still don't know what you mean, bro. Okay.
Because he's dropping a documentary and they just released the trailer yesterday, and like it's him it's like him. You know what I mean? And he's like literally talking about like Rich Porter. And it's just like weird. Mad weird. That's beside the point.
I mean,
because he's literally being like mad specific about everything that's happened and stuff, and it's like,
yeah,
it's
that's
weird.
beside the point. What point?
None. But listen, yo, that's not why we're here today. Why we here today, Screw?
It's getting more and more ridiculous every day, though. And this goes further than this goes further than everything. It seems like the last 3 to maybe 4 years of hip-hop, people have been getting convicted and, like, in trouble for their lyrics more than ever. Like, more than ever, bro. Like, lyrics get brought up in court cases now as if they're smoking gun evidence. Like,
That's a fact.
it's crazy to me, too, because before we even get into it, because what happened was we're going to be talking about the Secret Service questioning M about his lyrics. But before we even get to that, let's talk about this, bro. This is, I don't care what you call it, bro. There is something going on. And I'm not going to say it's racism. I'm not going to say, but somebody's going to have to question why only this form of entertainment is something where your art, your entertainment can be used to convict you.
I'm not gonna lie, one of these little hood rappers the other day tweeted that out. I don't remember who it was, but it was literally somebody super reckless, and he was like, yo, like, do you know how crazy it sounds to think of the fact that like an actor couldn't get charged for killing somebody because
well think about I was saying this in my reaction. Think about this is how crazy it is. If Robert De Niro, if Al Pacino was accused of killing his wife in real life, do you know how silly and how the entire court would laugh if Exhibit A, the last scene on Scarface. Now, clearly, if he's capable of doing this, he's capable of, like, people would, that's to me the matrix of it, because it's not even a thing that you would have to question with any other art.
Right.
People would laugh. The same people who are using Bobby Shmurda's lyrics, the same people who are using M's lyrics, the same people who are trying to use these people's lyrics to convict them, are the same people be like, well, why would we ever? Because didn't the actor from the 1980s movie Death Wish actually get charged of killing his wife, and didn't he get off?
I have no idea.
I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But like in this movie, he's literally going on a killing spree. Literally going on a killing spree. So it's like, if you can't use that, I don't care. Why is hip hop used? And the thing that kills me the most is hip hop rappers will tell you this is all entertainment. They will continue. It's like, what
they
do
have to
want?
like literally put disclaimers in their videos.
Like, what do you what more
weird.
do you want rappers to do?
Well, it's kind of weird too, because nobody would question that if it was country. Like if it was a bunch of
they don't, bro. That's the thing where I'm literally so confused. Where it's like, this would be, if I'll put it this way: if a lawyer tried to do that in a case against an actor, they would lose their job.
Yeah, absolutely.
They would lose the bar. They'd be like, you clearly don't take this seriously. Right. You really just try to convince convict Robert De Niro because of what he did in his character did in Goodfellas. Right. Like, so I find this just as stupid. It's like they want rappers to be the realest people ever, but then they also say they're stupid when real things happen, but then they also want rappers to say it's fake, but then they also want it to be real. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, what do you want rappers to do? Can somebody give me the blueprint of what y'all want? Because it seems like you just convenient to when you want to not like them.
It's definitely weird, because the funny thing is everybody loved Bobby Shmurda for how real he was, but then when his situation happened, everybody was calling him an idiot for still being in the streets. It's just like,
well, not only that, but I'm just saying, like, why does hip hop not get that same leeway? And I think that's like a very simple question to ask. People act like the metaphor of doing movies to that doesn't equate, but it does. It's the same thing, bro. Yeah. Like, these people are not doing the things they're saying in their lyrics. And this one is so crazy to me that it's like, because at least Bobby Shmurda was saying things that actually happened, which was stupid. Yeah. But like this dude, like, M called him Donald Duck.
Definitely took that as a threat.
So basically, what happened?
Well, you know why though? I think I could tell you why though, because you got to think too. If anybody was like one person that I probably wouldn't want to be on my bad side in life, is probably going to be Eminem. You know what I mean? Because it's not him, but his fans. Nigga, they
what do you mean?
Nigga, Eminem mess around and say something about Donald Trump too much, and a nigga gonna take that seriously and act on it or something. That's probably what they was worried about. To be honest,
nah, I wouldn't say that, because they did the same thing for YG.
Yeah, for sure. But they probably just I guess you're right. But it's funny they did that so much for YG, but not as much for Nipsey, even though he was on that song.
I'm sure they did it to Nipsey too.
Yeah, I guess.
But to me, it's just, at this point, what I hate is the fact that people just don't be real. Like, people don't be real. Like, we know what's going on. Can we just, like, why do we have to pretend like we don't know what's going on? Like, this is stupid. Like, there is still, and I get it, because some people are going to be like, well, you got to take every threat to the president seriously. And it's like, do you?
Yeah, but no, that's not true, because, I mean, you know, a person on YouTube could say something, and I could guarantee you that 9 times out of 10, the Secret Service is probably not going to pay you a visit for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not that normal, bro. They definitely did it because he was a rapper. Simple as that.
That's my point. I'm saying, like, so what? I'm so confused. My last thing I said was, I get it. You have to take it serious because these talk about the president, and you're saying, and you said they don't have to take it serious because they only take it. What I don't get what your
No, I was just saying that I was like, I said, because you said they have to take it seriously because it's a quote unquote threat on the president, but I'm saying like, if that was the case, and you said they have to take every threat seriously, and I said, yeah, I guess, but not really, because if a person got on YouTube and said, F the president or said basically the same, if you made a song, if you rap the same lyric, well, no, I can't use you as a rapper because that's the point. Now, if say just a random YouTuber said something along the same lines of what Eminem said, but not in lyrics, the Secret Service is probably not going to pay that person a visit, is what I'm trying to say. If a regular nigga on YouTube said something about the president, more than likely the Secret Service is not going to show up at their door. But if a rapper says something about the president, then they're going to show up at your door, is what I'm saying.
Dude, like, I'm sure that hip-hop isn't the only political music out there. And I also am not ignorant to try to act like
it's not.
They were doing this
What's political, though? Because, I mean, hip-hop might be less political than some musics. You know what I mean? Like, some musics, like, go out of their way to showcase their political stance on every single, thing that they do.
So that's my point. I say that hip-hop is not the most political. Like, there's other genres of music, but that's what I was going to say. I'm not going to act ignorant and act like I don't know that they weren't doing this to those other genres of music too, because I'm sure the people who were doing the protest songs in like during Vietnam and stuff, some of those people were getting visited, by the way. I've heard that. I've heard like Secret Service following certain artists and stuff like that. I get it. But why is it in the last, and correct me if I'm wrong, but does it not feel like the last 3 years have been like an attack on hip hop lyrics? Like from Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, Tyler the Creator, it just seems now more to be, are they trying to set a precedent to be like, yeah, we're going to start locking y'all up for what y'all said?
I think so. I definitely think that they're trying to make examples out of people. I mean, look at TK. He literally got sentenced on one case for 55 years for something that he wasn't even the trigger man for. And they literally did that because they're trying to make an example out of him. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's a bit different though. Simply because it's a crime he actually committed, made a song about it, and then was kind of poking fun at the people for not getting him yet. It would be different. No, it would be different if someone actually kills the president, then makes a song about it. Yeah, then that would make all the sense in the world why they were trying to make an example out of it.
Well, yeah, that.
But just to say it, just to like not even really say it, but just to like literally, I don't know.
It's definitely wild. It's definitely absolutely wild. I don't know. To me, I feel like I've definitely seen way more and more situations now, examples of literally rappers getting locked up for stuff they said in songs, that's wild, bro. It's definitely thing.
You would never, the same way that you would never lock up an author for, here's the crazy thing, if that's the case, then shouldn't people get locked up for autobiographies if they did crimes in them that are not past statute of limitations? Because like, if that's the case, you got to start changing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but see, that's the weird thing, though, because there's like a journalism clause or something that...
So then why does hip-hop not get that journalism clause?
I don't know. Because, I mean, not everything. The only thing that gets that journalism clause, I think, is journalism. I don't know.
Well, that's not journalism. An autobiography isn't journalism. It's just... Journalism would be more like news.
Yeah, but I'm saying the stuff... Nah, I think journalism in general is protected. I think when you're like documenting
journalism as in like the journalism, like the news is actually protected. Yeah, but I'm not saying like an author writing an autobiography is not considered journalism. I mean, I think journalism is literally only like news stuff. Because these are
Nah,
people.
because you know, like those dope shows where the people be having their face covered, but they be like getting crack in the
Yeah,
mail.
but that's journalism still. They're doing a news story. It's supposed to be like a news story. They're not writing a story
Yeah.
about how they were selling when they were young.
Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
I'm saying like, well, here's the wildest thing to me is TMZ. Somebody from TMZ snitched on him.
Yeah.
That's the thing that rubbed me the wildest way because like, wait, didn't y'all? So y'all definitely had a story about it, and then so what? Y'all just creating your own content. Y'all just doubling down. Y'all snitching so you can later tell the story about how Eminem got snitched. That is the wildest thing ever. That is literally the wildest thing ever. So it's like, man, it's a slow week. All right, well, let's tell on M. Hopefully, like, we can get, like, a story about this so we can cover it. If that's the case, have you ever seen a Nightcrawler? Where it was...
yeah.
That's literally what that is then.
Yeah.
They're going to start killing people so they can cover... Did you hear that this rapper died, meanwhile they killed him?
I feel like that's a slept-on movie, too. I ain't gonna hold you. That movie
I haven't even really seen it. I just know that that's the story of it, but I'm just like that, bro. I feel like that has to be some sort of illegal. Like you shouldn't be able to do that because that's terrifying to me. So y'all could have like, why would you not do that? Why would you not be incentivized to just create your own content? Like, I don't know, bro.
Definitely scary. Definitely somebody needs to get a control on that.
I feel like if it comes out that your place like said that, then you should be able to cover it because it's like, isn't that like a conflict of interest? I don't know. That's weird, but the fact that they actually questioned him is crazy. I think this is going down a wait. Is scary spelled SCAREY or just Y?
Why?
Yeah. I think it's going down a scary road. I also think, because people would be like, well, then maybe they just shouldn't say things. Like, nah, bro, because why is it any time something like that is created, we got to worry about the way we do it. But then meanwhile, the point of everybody else's art is to push it to the limit. People are walking out with dresses made of meat. People are walking out like this is considered art everywhere else. But if we did that, it would be like, how does this make other people feel? Not the people who are doing it. How does this make other people feel? Well, other people are uncomfortable, so you have to stop doing it. It's like, nah, bro. No.
It's definitely some bullish.
It's like, no, if there's freedom of speech, that means that there's freedom of speech. And I guess that doesn't mean that there's not freedom of, like, them searching you. Because not like they threw... Like, I'm not really even too concerned about the M thing. Because I get the M thing. It's messed up. But I get it. It's the everything else. Because this is like the 5th or 6th your lyrics are the what get brought up in court story I've heard.
Yeah, no, they don't be playing that shit. Well, I mean, there's literally a rapper that got convicted for his lyrics. I think it was in Memphis or Alabama or something.
Bruh, people are getting convicted in hip-hop movies for props, bro. For guns. Like, no way you can prove if it's real or not. People are literally getting in trouble for it.
Right.
Like, that's why I've never really even seen another
it's weird. It's like even more. I mean, literally, China Mac did that video, and he just said people to come on Instagram, and a bunch of people came, and the cops came, and since there was people that had felonies there, and he was on parole, they like literally took him to jail, and I was like, my nigga, that is so like, what was he supposed to do? Say like, hey, random people in my video.
Well, we know that a whole bit. That's just set up for you to.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying it's just literally a war on hip hop.
Yeah, y'all got it. Like maybe y'all could give different examples of different genres who are getting like attacked like this for their lyrics. Please do. Maybe I'm ignorant to it, but it's seeming like a concerted attack on hip hop. This isn't even the first. I'm not even the first person to say that. Like I've heard say that. I've heard that where was I in? When I was staying with High Res in Cali, I remember when I went to this not corner store, but it was like a store to get some like stuff for like bath and stuff, shower and stuff. I remember, I can't remember what I was listening to, but they were talking about like, man, is it me or does it seem like there is a concerted effort on like hip hop lyrics?
Definitely.
Where a genre where everybody says this is entertainment. I haven't seen a rapper who says, even if it could be the most, yeah, I rap about my life. They even be like, these are things that I used to do, not still currently do. So it's entertainment. Yeah. It's entertainment. So I don't know. I don't know any other genre that has to have those disclaimers.
Even if it was what they were doing that day, I mean, you shouldn't be able to use that against them. It's still entertainment, regardless of which way you flip it.
No, that's not true. If you're doing it and rapping about it, then yeah, because that would be like if somebody was
you getting in trouble, maybe. I'm not saying they can't use that against you, but they should not be able to actually use that in court as evidence of. I don't believe that, period.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get my charger. My battery got 2%, hold on.
You old auto charge my computer face ass nigga.
Look to the pub. You can keep talking.
I am. I was just smoking. Well, hitting these little roaches. I didn't feel like rolling up. I ain't even gonna hold you, but yeah, overall, I just don't think that they should be able to convict anybody based on their lyrics. I think that's a crazy thing to be able to do.
Yeah. Especially
now,
when
if you rapping about it and you doing it and then you get caught, I mean, that's basically you posting it on social media anyway. So that's kind of on you. But like, they shouldn't be able to use that in court. You know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't be able to be like, evidence one, this mixtape, this song, he said, doop 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 doop.
Yeah, that just needs to stop. You know, like, anybody should be able to say whatever they want to say on lyrics. And until they do, like you said, maybe if there's an action, maybe they can go back and look at that and it doesn't have, if it's literally what they said they were going to do.
Well, yeah, it's one thing if you're like, yo, if you rap like T Grizzly and you like literally like, at 7:45, I'm driving down 95 and I'm selling 95 pounds. They in the trunk of my rental car that's rented under this girl's name. And it's like, nigga, if they pull you over on 95 at that time o'clock with the car that Shorty's name is under and they get you, then that's on you because you just got caught like you got caught. But like, nigga, they shouldn't be able to go to court and say, oh yeah, the reason, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, nah, nigga. You better treat that as like criminal informant information, you know, like that's just non-disclosed.
And I think you can use better judgment. But I don't think Eminem is going to try to assassinate the president. That's probably just, probably. And my question is, so does anytime somebody says some stuff like that, do they get? Because, remember when Kathy Griffin made that?
Yes.
I think she got visited by the Secret Service. That's one thing I'll say. Like, that's why I'm not, like, the Secret Service don't play that, right? Like, they don't play. It's not about freedom of speech with them. They don't care, right? But my thing is, come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Definitely some bull pooping.
Like, and if you're paying close enough attention, honestly, M was talking about how he lost fans after that Donald Trump thing.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Which I respect him for doing. And he knew he was going to, and he knew he did. Which is hilarious that there was, like, if he lost enough fans where he, like, talked about it continuously, like, dang, you have that many of them? That's crazy.
Definitely hilarious.
Because when someone like Eminem feels a fan loss, do you know how many fans he has to lose?
A lot, yeah.
Oh, Lord. It has to be a number where he was like, oh, I got to adjust this.
Yeah, factual. That's a big fact. Definitely don't explain yourself.
I don't know how he calculated it. I don't know if it was by subscribers. I don't know how it was the backlash. But that's the one time I've seen Eminem get, like, backlash the most. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah.
I was seeing people who were Eminem fans making Eminem hate videos. I was like, oh, okay. All right, well.
Yeah.
It's like that, and that's the way it is, huh?
Definitely the way it is. That shit is crazy.
Yo, random. Why did The Wire literally have the entire, like, this generation of the popping black stars were all on The Wire?
Yeah.
I literally noticed that when I was because I'm rewatching. I'm like, dude, everybody is this. Mac Wiles is just randomly in it.
Literally a gang of people, bro. Definitely.
Idris Elba, like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
I was like, oh yeah, they somehow they just knew.
Facts. I don't know, man. Let us know in the comment section how y'all feel about Eminem getting paid a Secret Service visit. You feel me? Off Tigger D. It's the Monthful Podcast. Money Up, No Funny Up podcast. How dare
You said that weird. Getting paid a visit by the Secret Service is what you meant to say.
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant to say. Don't correct me, nigga. Do what I want.
Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.